4 dumb blonde jokes. This video is a special tribute to my military buddy Taylor. How you doing, bro? This video is a special dedication just to pick at one of his ex dumbass girlfriends. And the way this goes is, well, Taylor was dating this chick who, she was pretty, she was a token girlfriend, but she was stupid as fuck. How dumb was she, you ask? Well, he told me a couple of stories one time about how she did some stupid things, and there's 3 particular stories that always stand out. And the first one was, one time he was with her at Taco Bell, and she ordered a taco salad, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with a spork. It's that spoon with the 3 little prongs on it. This is a spoon, it's a fork. Well, she was stirring up her taco salad with that spork, and the little metal tooth broke out, and she immediately said, "Oh, I had to eat that plastic again." And Taylor instantly responded, "What do you mean eat it again?" She was like, "Well, my spoon broke off in my salad, so I had to eat that again." And he was like, "No, sweetie, you just have to dig it out." Story number 1. Story number 2 race in where it's Thanksgiving. He's hanging out at the family's house, and she's given the job of doing potato salad. So she boils up the potatoes and starts to mix the ingredients, and he's in the room and he hears the sound of raw eggs cracking. Crack, splash, crack, splash, crack, splash. And he looks at her and is like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "What the ingredients said put eggs inside the potato salad." He was like, "Sweetie, you have to boil the eggs before you put them into the potato salad." She was like, "Oh." So needless to say, potato salad didn't make it to the table that particular Thanksgiving. And finally, that was 2. The third most famous story I've ever heard said when he told me about this particular chick was they were going on a road trip, and they had to go to a gas station, and he said, "Well, I'm going to go in and buy stuff, and you go ahead and pump the gas or whatever." So she went into the counter and paid for like $20 worth of gas, and he would continue to shop in the store. By the time he makes it back out, he comes out to hear her discouraged and screaming at the top of her lungs, and hear gas spilling on the ground. And he's like, "Sweetie, what are you doing?" She was like, "Oh, I paid for $20 and I didn't get $14.50 in." And she pumps again and gas spills out. He was like, "Sweetie, you know you can go inside and get your money back. You don't have to get all the money inside your tank at the same time." And she just says with this all content, like he was the smartest man in the world, "Really?" And I think that's like one of the funniest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life. But I have one. She wasn't even a blonde. I was dating a girl one time where, let me ask you guys, how do you cook French fries? I know, for example, McDonald's gets a vat of oil, gets it to a certain temperature, drops the French fries in, and when they get golden brown and start to float, you take the French fries out. That's how most people do it. But I was dating a chick. She was cooking me dinner one day. She made me some fish sticks and some French fries, and I just so happened to walk by the kitchen while she was finishing up cooking the French fries, and she turns off the gas on the stove and leaves the French fries inside the grease. So I'm like, "What are you doing?" And without missing a beat, the chick says, "Oh, I'm trying to keep the French fries warm, so I'm leaving them in the grease until your fish sticks are ready." And I'm like, "Oh." So I walk out the kitchen, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that that's absolutely disgusting. And she serves up those greasy ass French fries to me 10 minutes later that's been sitting in cold grease, asking me how was it. And I was like, it's good, sweetie. And she was like, "Why are you making that face?" I was like, "The French fries are a little bit on the greasy side." And she was like, "Oh, you don't have to eat them." And I was so happy, but I was about halfway finished. I ran up to the trash and scraped it out as fast as I could. Needless to say, I had a great shit the next morning because I was so lubricated. I love it.